Welcome to our executive interview series at CyberTalks, presented by CyberScoop. I'm here with Craig Mueller, Vice President at Federal at Varonis. Craig, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's great to be here, Wyatt. Thanks for having me.
So first, I'd like to ask, how has the increased utilization of cloud services made real-time cybersecurity and threat detection more challenging, both from an external adversary point of view, but also an insider threat perspective?
I think the first main thing is just that the attack surface has changed, right? It's gotten bigger. We've got multiple clouds, obviously, now, and even with FedRAMP, you're talking about different security policies across different clouds. You got different users that are traversing those clouds, and we've got machines, right? Non-person entities, users, data moving dynamically across all those cloud services, sometimes dipping into your data center. So it's a totally different paradigm for both external and internal threat hunters. And I think if, just recently reading some information from Mandiant as well as CrowdStrike, what we're seeing is a lot of cross-domain attacks. So the adversary's getting, they're innovating as always, but they're starting to use endpoint, cloud, and identity as entrances into those cloud services after that sensitive data. So they're not leaving as many breadcrumbs in any one place. So it's difficult to see, is this malicious? At Varonis, what we're doing is actually watching the data. So one of the things that we have the ability to do is do behavioral-based detection on the data itself. And then really, if you think about it, that's whether it's a malicious insider or an external adversary, they're after the data. So by taking a different approach and using behavioral-based analytics with AI and ML, looking just at that data itself, we bubble up information to those threat hunters, whether they're looking for malicious, insiders or outsiders. So I think, regardless of, what your approach is, in order to get scale, you got to have some type of behavioral-based analytics that you're using and incorporating into that strategy.
Very interesting. And then next, and kind of to follow on that, how is Varonis helping organizations address the capabilities and milestones required to meet the White House executive order on zero trust security? I know we just kind of reached a major milestone, but even looking forward, how's Varonis helping?
Yeah, so I mean, look, we've been doing data security for a long time. It's hard, and until zero trust, quite frankly, people, in many cases ignored it. We put our resources and our efforts into other areas of security, but again, like, the data is what people are after. So we're really working with, or whether it's our DoD customers or whether it's our civilian customers, really getting a good understanding of where they are from a maturity perspective and ensuring that they understand, where that sensitive data is, it's classified correctly, it's labeled correctly, and the governance policies from both a security and a privacy perspective are tightly coupled so that they can use data for things like, moving forward with AI. We're talking here today with Microsoft. We're talking about, extending some of those capabilities that Microsoft has in their data protection, their purview capability, being able to use Copilot, rolling AI out to, the users in the government. So for us, it's really just, walking, really crawling, walking, and then hopefully running down that data pillar with our clients. But it's great to see that there's a big focus on data security, and we've got over 150 government clients that we're working with, and looking forward to having more discussions today.
Terrific. Well, Craig Mueller, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us here at CyberTalks.
Wyatt, thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity.